with over 300 open crossings leading into a different jurisdiction, and an ambivalent attitude towards law enforcement passed down through generations. The border area has been one of the most difficult and dangerous areas of Ireland to police over the last 50 years. This wasn't always the case. And for the first 2/3 of the 20th century, towns like Dundalk in County Louth were policed like any other large provincial town in the country. The border, established in 1921, and dividing Ireland into two separate states, meant that there were higher rates of smuggling of illegal contraband, but the region was no more violent than any other Garda district. That all changed in the 1960s with the outbreak of the Troubles, the violent Northern Ireland conflict that spread south of the border and raged for 30 years. What started as a civil rights campaign over the treatment of Catholics in the north escalated into warfare, with the deployment of British troops to the region and the emergence of the Provisional Irish Republican Army. Known as the Provos, the terror group was formed in late 1969 following a split with the original IRA movement, and it adopted an approach of physical force republicanism, initially focused on defending Catholic communities but escalating to a guerrilla warfare campaign against the security forces by the 1970s. A unique unit within the movement was the South Armagh Brigade, which became known for its militancy and independence, retaining a battalion structure throughout the conflict, and was the most active provisional IRA unit during the Troubles. A senior figure within the brigade was Thomas Slab Murphy, who resided on a farm straddling both sides of the border in Armagh and Louth. During the conflict, he would also allegedly be elected a member of the IRA's Army Council, linked to a bombing campaign in Britain and accused of stockpiling weapons imported from Libya. The main base for the South Armagh Brigade was Crossmaglen, a small village with a predominantly nationalist community located 3 kilometres from the southern border. Despite a population of just 1,257 at the time, its proximity to the border, the rough terrain of the surrounding landscape, and a sense of rebellion stretching back centuries made the lawless enclave a stronghold for the Provisional IRA. The village became synonymous with much of the violence during the Troubles, and in August 1970, 2 Royal Ulster Constabulary officers were killed by a booby-trap bomb planted under a car near Crossmaglen.